Bu,
Arsita jadi co-host ya.
Bu Amir.
Bentar, pakai baju yang normal dulu.
Ega tugas.
Kak, Pak Timmy udah masuk. Baru joining.
Kami memulai di tahun 1920-an. Tantangan terbesar kami, bagaimana melindungi kapal pada saat berlayar. Kemudian, bagaimana melindungi bangunan ikonik di cuaca tropis yang keras. Saat ini, tantangan terbesar kami lebih menantang. Dia.
Yang itu.
Dan bagaimana membantu dia menciptakan rumah yang indah. Sudah dibuat lebih dari 100 tahun yang lalu, tidak heran cat jotun tetap indah dan juga kuat.
Masuk ya. Baik, Kak. I think it's Timmy is fine.
Kami memulai di tahun 1920-an. Tantangan terbesar kami, bagaimana melindungi kapal pada saat berlayar. Kemudian, bagaimana melindungi bangunan ikonik di cuaca tropis yang keras. Saat ini, tantangan terbesar kami lebih menantang. Dia.
Yang itu.
Dan bagaimana membantu dia menciptakan rumah yang indah.
Okay. Can we start?
Ya, silakan.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Welcome everyone. Hello. Good afternoon. Hi, Mr. Timmy. See you again.
Hey. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Okay. Welcome everyone. Before we start, I would like to welcome our committees, our mentors and mentees, and lecturers and teachers, and everyone who already come and join our session today. Let me introduce myself. My name is Ika. I am a lecturer and a professional interior designer and HDII DKI Jakarta member. And I will be the moderator of today's session. Yeah, nice to meet you all today. Okay, welcome to this webinar session. Yeah, and this is an extra class of Spirit of Asia program series. For those who are new here, the Spirit of Asia is a collaboration program for exchange young interior designers across Taipei, Jakarta, and Bandung. This joint collaboration program is held by HDI Jakarta, HDI Jabar, and China University of Technology in associate with TNID. We have 8 mentors and 43 mentees from Jakarta, Bandung, and Taipei. And our mentees consist of young and professional designers and magister students from China University of Technology, Taipei. They are split in 8 different groups, and each group is working on different project, which all the project design collaboration will related to cultural activities or local people's everyday behavior. This collaboration class was already started on 90th November of 2021. The mentee groups have already had 9 weeks of collaboration class, and later today they will have their final presentation on 4 p.m. until finish. I'm sure we will see a lot of interesting project today. Okay, back to our class, extra class session. Today we will have Mr. Timmy Chou from Taipei. He will present an interesting topic, design spirit, which is related to our big theme, the spirit of Asia. Hello, good afternoon again, Mr. Timmy. How are you?
Hi everyone. How are you? I'm good.
Yeah.
Great. Good to see you all again.
Yeah. Today we will have the extra class from you today. But before we start the presentation, let me give a brief introduction about you. Yeah, Mr. Timmy is the chairman of Asia Designer Communication Platform, vice chairman of TNAIG, president of Akuma Design, Akuma Caca Cafe, and Twilight BND. And he is also the Associate Professor of Design Center of China, University of Technology, Taipei. He won several prestigious awards, such as Top 10 Outstanding Interior Designer in China in Shanghai Design Week 2018, IF Design Award in 2017. He has also won FX Interior Design Award in UK and Red Dot Award in 2015, and who among students in America in 1999. Okay, without further delay, Mr. Timmy, the time and screen is yours.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Aika.
Yeah.
Can I share? Yeah. Can I start to share my screen?
Yeah, can.
Okay.
It's already open.
Let me.
Oh, no, wait. Yes. Please.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Can you see that?
Yeah, already.
It's a full screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is
Oh,
that okay?
Yes.
Oh, probably.
we haven't
Okay.
seen the full screen yet.
Yeah. Is that? Do you see the full screen? Do you see that? Yeah.
It's not the full screen.
It's not a full screen. Okay. I think it's always like
It's okay.
like that. So.
But we also didn't hear any sound. Is it have a music or sound?
No, there's no music.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me do that again. Okay. Okay. I probably do that this way. Is that okay for you?
Okay, we're fine.
Yeah. Okay. So I just started. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. My topic of this speech is about design spirit, because we talk about the spirit of Asia. I think design spirit is everything that we have concerned. I'm showing you everyone that let me see. Okay. My works when I'm talking, let you understand about my design style and what I've done for this 10 years, different kind of project. But I think you can find out there are something you can recognize, which is my design works. There are different kind of design project from different place of the world. Some are in China. Most of them, of course, is in Taiwan, and some in Asia, different countries. Some are in United States. Some of them have won design awards. So this is I think through these works you can find out how I read the space and how I think about my design process. If you find something that you think that some elements that can represent my design or my characters, please let me know in the Q&A time. I'm showing this section is about office design. Okay, so I'm talking about my topic of this time. What is designer? What is designer? Designer, we also that, including myself, before I start to do my design career, I think designer is probably live life like this, like yes, like Francis's life. Yes, you can recognize this man probably is Francis, driving a fancy car with a fancy girl. The life is colorful and enjoyable. But actually, I think somebody think designers probably like this. It's more like an artist with lots of thought and also very colorful, very philosophy. But what I'm think designer is more like this, in my opinion, which is like colorful dog. Why designer is a colorful dog? I think human for me is to compared to dog. Human compared to the dog, human is more like our clients, and we designers were all like dogs. Why is that? Dog, dog and human has been good friends for probably hundreds of years. We are always been together and very close to our client. It's very much like the relationship with human and dog. And you can see that rich client, they will have several different designers like this. But designer's life is pretty much like this. We have to do lots of different works. We have to learn lots of different skills. We have to learn how to ride a bike, how to jump through the fire ring, how to play the skateboard. And most importantly, we have to attend the competition, like this time afternoon later. And different dogs, they attend different competition. So they won the awards from different competition. And it's like designers, we have lots of competitions that we have to attend. We hope to win some awards from this global design competition, design award. But finally, we all getting very tired like a dog. A cat, you never see that any cat can attend any kind of competition. There's no cat show on the TV. There's no cat competition in the world, because cat, he charged himself. He's doing everything by himself, that he make a decision what he wants to do. So in our mind, that probably cat is more like thinkful creatures, but actually we are trained like a dog. So what is the job of design? The job of design, I think, is 90% of logical works. What is logical works? Well, logical works means professional to me. For a long time, that the designer has to learn this kind of skills, like to have to learn how to draw, how to use AutoCAD, how to mark the dimensions on the drawings, how to let people understand his designs through these different lines, colors, shapes. What I'm going to say is most 90% of our training process to become a designer is to train ourselves how to draw. But the thing is, now at this time, we have the very high-tech computer AI technology that we can replace the people of drawing. So you just put some, you just put different dimensions to the computer, then AI will calculate itself for perfect like layout, a floor plan, even the 3D things. So in the very, very soon future, we no longer have to learn about drawing scales because most of the drawing scales are replaced by computer, by AI system like this. We don't need to calculate every detailed, the thick of the wall, the distance between toilet and sink. We don't need to do that. We don't need to learn that. So what is the, yeah, what else we can do as a designer? I would like to talk about what about fun? What is fun? Picasso had said it took me 4 years to paint like Raphael, but a lifetime to paint like a child. When we talk about the spirit of everything, we have to go back to our childhood, our memory of child. This is not Picasso's work. This is my daughter's work, which is, her name is, so you can, okay. Her name is Wing. I used to gather lots of her works since she was 3 years old. So before she was 3. So when she was 3 years old, I hold an exhibition of all of her artworks. Her artwork is pretty much like this. You can read what he's drawing, but what she was drawing, but you can feel the feeling that she wants to express. There's some few artworks by a 3 years old kid. I think it's more fun and more attractive to me. Oh, I should. Yeah, but you can see when the kids gets to the kindergarten, start learn drawings from school, from their teacher, they start to paint like this, they start to draw like this. There's no spirit. People is like people that sticky man, and the sun is like yellow round color with several lines. The tree is like that. The grass is like this. The house is like that. I think we can read what they want to draw, but I think they lost the spirit of the fun part. So I think I talk about 90% of the logical thinking is the professional. The last 10% is fun. That 10% of fun means meaning and spirit, like a fine dining meal. I think 90% of those fine dining meal, ingredient of those fine dining meal is the same as what I did, the same as normal people cooking. But there's 10% of the spirit that the cook puts in those different meal. That makes that food as a fine dining, as a Michelin dining. So I think 90% logical thinking plus 10% fun become a design aesthetics with spirit. There are several little example about the design spirit. This is the small house in the forest. It's very hard to find out what the purpose of this small, cute, beautiful house. In the house, when you get into the house, there are several small holes on the wall, and you can look through that. Actually, on the back of this house is bird's nest, artificial bird's nest, 108 artificial bird's nest. You can see birds live through this small holes. And I think that function, that fun part, make this small house more spiritual. This works has designed by a very famous Japanese architecture. And when 2008, I've built my own cafe. I has been established 3 coffee shop in Taipei. When I start my coffee shop business, I'm thinking how to represent that this coffee shop is owned by a designer, or what is spirits of a designer that I have to show to my clients who come to this coffee shop. I'm thinking about probably I can use the element of paper that fold into a cup to let the client to drink a cup of coffee. I think the paper is pretty much represents that designer's life, because we have spent a lot of time on paper to draw our concept, to finalize our project program on paper. I think paper is probably the very important element to designers like me. So I decided to use the shape of paper to build a coffee cup. So this is the ceramic coffee cup concept by this paper shape. This coffee cup have won some design awards. The thing is the plate. The center of the plate is not flat, and the bottom of the cup is also not flat. So these 2 parts have to match very perfectly, that this cup can stand on the plate. The reason I'm doing that is because I hope the client, when my client drinking a coffee, they is not drinking that unconsciously. I hope the client, my client drink my coffee with conscious, with the aware, with lots of attention, that he or she knows this coffee is delicious, or very, hard work to become a cup of coffee. And another example is my own logo on the office. This is the original logo things on the wall of my office. I'm using this like, we can call that logo. It's actually it's a show wall of in the entrance at the first sight of the office. But I think it's too normal. That couldn't represent a spirit of the interior design company. So I decided to redesign that and redo that logo. In my spirit, I think what interior designers are doing is we use practical materials to build a space. We use lots of different elements, which is solid materials, solid stuff like like wall panel, like marble, stones, lots of things to build a space. But what we actually enjoying and what we actually to use the space is the empty part of the space, which means we are not live in the solid element. We actually live in the empty part of the space. So I realized that as an interior design work, that we are using solid, we're using more realistic stuff, but to build our works. But actually, the final we are using the empty parts of that space. So I decided to use the solid thing to show my company logo as a shadow. So this is the aluminum metal, like installation artworks hanging from the ceiling. When turn on the lights, the shadow is become the English alphabet of my design company's logo. I think that represents the philosophy of my interior design spirit. And the last thing I want to talk about is teams to work with. We always finding a good team to work with us, like this famous architect, Felix. This is his raft sketch for the Twin Towers in Malaysia. And also very famous Frank Gehry, his sketch for this dancing house, and very rough sketch for Disney concert hall. So I showed this another sketch to my team. I asked them, do you think I can draw this kind of rough sketches? And they all agree that, of course, Timmy, you probably can draw it much better than this one. Then my question is, I asked them, so can you build this for me based on this drawing? If I can draw better than that, probably you can do better than that, right? And there's no answer. So what I want to say is the team to work with probably have to find somebody who is smarter, who is work harder than myself, that we can build these beautiful design works. So final, this is the last slide that about the design spirit. Actually, we have to, if we want this kind of results, we need to train like a dog, train very hard like a dog, to learn lots of different design skills. But what makes the works differently, what makes the work outstanding is that 10% of fun and spirit and meaning to make our design work perfectly. Thank you, everyone. This is my speech today.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Timmy. Such an eye-opening. Very interesting analogy, yeah, but somehow it actually related to ours.
Which part?
The dogs and the cats.
Yeah.
Okay, now we are moving to the question and answer session. Please write your question in chat columns and or use the raise hand icon to deliver your question directly. We have already the question. Oh, heaven, yeah. Okay. Maybe I'll be okay. We haven't have any questions. Maybe while we are waiting, I have one question for you. I don't know, it's a question or thoughts. Yeah. Actually, I agree with you. I mean, as a designer today, I also sees it also in our student now. That it feels like we are sort of being generated by anything, society, technology, education, or community, something like that. Yeah. And also, I sometimes feels that a lot of, not all of course, yeah, we have more of more nice and outstanding design now, but some of the design are have a same vibe, since maybe that what community likes, yeah. So but it turned out that it will fade out very quickly, yeah, because it's the trend is like come and go so quickly. So the thing is that the community likes will have a different likes maybe 10 years from now. So the not really catch up then. So I think we have a problem to find the spirit of the space. I think the space that we will create, how we find that this is it, the character for the space. Do you have any thoughts of to have us as a young designer to find that spirit? Maybe I mean some suggestion or some tips for us to find that spirit. Because we have to train, of course, yeah.
It is also very difficult for myself. Every my projects, I spend lots of time to find out the meaning of that space. I think that meaning, that spirit relate to the owner of that space, which is our clients. What is his story? Is there any story about him, or is there any like if that is the commercial space? What is his truly want things that when he is doing that business? What is his difference with his competitors? I think we also find we also spend lots of time to find out the spirit of the space. But once there's a clue that we found it, the rest part is much easier. Just need to finish the design, follow the spirit we found. We're getting easier and easier. So I believe it's very difficult for everyone, including me. But once you find it, the rest part is much easier.
Maybe we have to find a detailed research, yeah, for this, also for the client and what they want, what they need, and what the character of the, what the character of the things that will be occupying that space, maybe, yeah. Yeah. It's very difficult. So,
yeah, it's very difficult. Maybe not start from the trend, or not start from the style, but start from the story, start from the spirit, and I think the style and the shape will come out automatically.
Yeah, but it's still very challenging, and I hope a lot of us will starting to see that things. So I mean, for the future, we can see a lot of not a good design, but not only a good design, but have a character in it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe, oh, okay. We have one question here from Fania. Mr. Timmy, thank you so much for your presentation today. Very fascinating. How did you realize that the perfect career was a designer? How does someone express their design concept?
Okay, actually,
Different questions.
I don't know if that is a perfect career for me as a designer. I really don't know. But what I'm very interested in is I like to create things. I like to draw. So I combine my hobby to draw and to create things probably that shows I have to a designer. Yeah. And how does someone express their design concept? How to express? I think design concept can express by any different kind of ways and skills. Like today, later, start from Jakarta's 4 o'clock. Different 8 groups are showing their design concept. I believe they are using different skills, different ways to show their concept, but probably not. Probably no need to use the very high-tech technology or very professional skills, but I think easy things like maybe like my daughter's drawing, one thing can show the design concept, as long as this concept with a story, with actually your feeling to the space or your feeling to this project, which is what is your real feeling. I think what is the design concept.
Okay. Thank you so much. Oh, okay. And then one more. Hi, Mr. Timmy. Could you explain more on how you proceed with the execution idea on the Akuma logo design, especially your inspiration behind the material selection, etc.
Oh, okay. With that logo, because I always very interested in lighting and shadow, the reflection of the light, and how the shadow relate to the solid materials, because the different lighting will show different reflection results and different shadow. This is lots of ways to see a same thing with different lighting effect. In my opinion, that lighting design for space probably is the most important part of the whole design style showing. So at that time, I decided to use lighting effect and the shadow to show my Akuma logo. I thought about, I think that took me about like several months to develop this idea, which is, I think this is, I'm very satisfied with these results, and I'm very happy that I thought about how to show this logo in this way. And the material, because it's the material I choose to I have to find a very easy to bend metal, but can maintain the shape after bending, to stand still in the air, to hands by a fishing line. So a thin aluminum panel, I think I found is perfect for that way to do. So we bought several sheet of aluminum panel, and it's very easy to cut. You just use a normal scissor that you can cut that panel into the way we want. So we just shape it. We hand it in the air and we shape it. We adjusted it to adjust that panel into the logo I want, into the shadow. We spent like 2 months to do lots of adjustment. It's very thin and very light, so it's not difficult to hand in the air. But the difficult part is the adjustment. You change the left parts of that insulation works, then the right part is changed. The shadow is different. So you have to go back to the right part to change, to adjust, do some adjustment to make sure it shows what I want. So we spent lots of time. We spent at least 2 months that we have that result, but I'm very happy with that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Timmy. Is it already answer your question, Ms. Putri?
Bu Ika boleh izin bertanya secara lisan.
Oke, silakan.
Hai Timmy，你好。
嗨，你好。
OK。我真的好高兴哦，今天能听你的演讲。
谢谢。
我只是想说，你的咖啡店真的很好，精彩的设计。可以知道你咖啡店是什么名字吗？
阿库玛卡卡。
阿库玛卡卡咖啡店。那有机会如果到台北，我想到那边去看看。
Yeah, but 但是我之前开过3家，但是现在都 close。
哦，现在都没有啦。
现在都没有，大概是10年前开的，但是现在都没有了。
哦，都没有了。
对。
OK。那我只是想问一问，你当成了室内设计师后呢，你有需要几久？我的意思是几年后你才能感觉到那个设计精神在你每个的作品？
我觉得好像要我够老了以后，我才太年轻的时候，其实我其实感觉不太到，慢慢比较老了以后，
这样子哦，
感觉到这件事。对。
那好像我们知道现在很多年轻的室内设计师也是，我就要等到比较老一些。
那是对，因为可能我比较幼稚啦，所以我要等到我比较老。可是对于其他年轻设计师，他们我相信有很多很比较成熟，思想比较成熟的，应该比较快，会比较快。
哦，我真的很开心看见你的演讲啊，全部你说给我们听的都是好精彩哦。
谢谢谢谢。
Iya sih Bu Ika, enggak cuma share tadi kafe yang dibikin tadi kan bagus sekali ya teman-teman. Terus saya pikir bisa kalau ada kesempatan ke Taiwan bisa melihatnya ya, ternyata sudah tidak ada kafenya. Beliau ada 3 kemarin sempat buka 3 cafe shop, coffee shopnya ya, dengan desainnya kayak menarik gitu ya. Tapi ternyata sekarang sudah tutup semuanya.
Oke.
Makasih Bu Ika ada kesempatan bertanya. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I think we have the Pak Francis here. Hello, Pak Francis.
Yeah, I talk about Francis in the beginning of my slide.
Hi, bro.
Thoughts?
Hey, bro.
Hello.
Hello. Wait. Let me move to another gadget before I turn on the camera. Hold on.
Okay.
Hi, bro. How are
Hello.
you?
Good. How are you?
Okay. Nice presentation.
MacBook Pro. Ada yang berapa? Yang 21 watt ya? Yang 14 in ya?
There is a leak. Noise leak.
Okay, maybe
Yeah.
Pak Francis have some thoughts or question, maybe.
Yeah,
no.
I have the privilege to visit your cafe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really
Unfortunately,
nice.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, so yeah, interesting presentation. I love your the shadow. I didn't see the shadow. I didn't actually visit your office. I just have the time to visit your
Yeah.
cafe at the time.
The shadow was built in like 4 or 5 years. Probably you haven't attended my office for a long time
Yeah,
already, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So I'm looking for you to visit my B&B. My yeah, I have a built a B&B in Taipei. I think it's very welcome to every one of you to visit that. It's with a beautiful ocean view,
I
180.
saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
The
saw that.
sun rays from the front window.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And you can go jet skiing too with you, right?
Maybe not with me. Maybe with somebody else. You don't want to spend time in the room with me. Yeah.
So I think this collaboration is good, and I cannot wait to see the afternoon session as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we should do this more often. So
Of course.
congratulations to TNAID and HTII.
Yes.
All right.
Perfect. Yeah. Thanks for helping us to put the whole thing through that until today. I appreciate that. Yes.
My pleasure, bro.
Thank you.
Peace.
He's waiting for your village.
Yeah,
Buddy.
sure. I thought you would be sharing that, your design.
Oh yeah, not yeah. I
No.
should have shared that this time. Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah.
I should
Next
have done
time, yeah?
that. Yes.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
See you.
Okay, thank
See
you,
you.
Mr. Francis.
Thank you.
Do we have any question? Do we still have time for another question or no? Committee?
Yes,
So if we
we still have time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I have another question.
Okay.
I'm curious about how your design process in your firm usually works. I mean, do you start it with the design team discussion or else? I'm curious with that.
Sorry, I don't get it.
Okay. How your design process in your design firm usually working? Do you start
okay.
the team discussion first or anything else?
I think different projects probably with different process, but normally we started from Yeah, from the concept. Yeah, everything has to start from a concept, but some project already with a very clear concept from our client end. So we just have to follow that concept to finalize our works. But lots of our project without any sorts of our client, we have to spend lots of time, develop the concept, talk with our client, see if he or she agree with that concept. We have to provide different concepts to present to the client. Hopefully, the client can pick one that he like mostly from our two or three options. So yeah, the first period of the design process probably is to develop options of concept. Then when, like I said, when the concept has been chosen, is done, then the rest part is much easier. Then we start to draw floor plan to make sure every space with the appropriate function. Then we're going to 3D models. When we finish all the 3D drawings and the clients agree with all of our material using, lighting effects, the color scheme, then I think the last part of the design process to draw the construction drawings based on our 3D drawings, our material selection, our color scheme, the scale of the materials. Once the construction drawing are finished, then I think is probably we can call that the project is closed. Yeah, but most of design firm in Taiwan, we also do the construction parts of work because the benefit from the construction part is higher than the design fee. So and the good thing is if the design firm who is in charge of the construction parts, I think the final, the final result is probably better than other different company to finish that construction part. So if that is the same group that who designed this space and also doing the construction, the result will be much better.
So it's quite comprehensive, yeah.
Yeah.
Process. Okay, maybe for the mentees and mentors that already here, do you have any questions?
I think all mentors are prepared their presentation.
Yeah,
later.
maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so looking forward to hear the later presentation. I think it'll be very, very interesting.
Maybe you have thoughts about the collaboration class that already started this 9 weeks. I mean, do you think they already find their spirit?
Great. Yeah. Great.
Okay. I think if we don't have any further question, maybe we can close the session.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for your time, Mr. Timmy.
No problem. Thank you.
Very nice presentation.
everyone.
Yeah, and thank you here for coming and join our session. But don't go too far because after the break in 4 p.m. we will have final presentation sessions of the mentees groups. So please join us again to see their interesting final presentation after the break. We will start the break at 3 p.m. Yeah.
Yes.
Ami, yeah.
Yes, correct. 3
Okay.
p.m. to 4:10.
So we have 3 p.m. until 4.
4:10. We will start at 4:10.
Oh, okay, 4:10. Okay. Okay, we will have a break until 4:10 p.m. So please don't go anywhere. Just enjoy your coffee break. Okay, thank you everyone. Have a good day.
Ika, mungkin a picture
Yes,
first,
okay.
Ika. Take a
Oh
picture.
yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
Okay, take a picture.
Arsita, can you help us take a picture? Okay, let me do it. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. We have a 55 participants for this event. Thank you so much. Don't forget to fill the attendance form in the link in the chat box. Yeah. Thank you so much for today's session. Mr. Timmy, thank you so much. See you at 4.
Yes, at 4.
Okay. See you later.
Thank you, Mr. Timmy.
Thank you.
everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Terima kasih Pak Francis hadir.
Terima kasih.
Terima
Ya,
kasih.
thank you.
Semuanya
Terima
sudah
kasih ya.
Ayuda, ada Retno juga dan Mbak Asih.
Terima
Terima
kasih.
kasih.
Selamat sore semuanya.
Mungkin kalau ada yang nggak mau live tetap di sini boleh ya?
Boleh.
Kami
Boleh
ya.
aja.
Boleh aja, nggak apa-apa.
Maybe if you want to still stay in this room, maybe you just close the camera and the mic ya.
Kayaknya ada yang menti dari Taiwan, ada yang udah masuk.
Ya.
Ya, nanti baru masuk ya.
Ya.
Nah itu mungkin Bu Polni.
Bu Polni kali ya.
Bisa
Gitu ya.
Polni, terima kasih ya sudah bertanya.
Ni hao.
Ini 15 menit break ya berarti ya?
1 jam sih Pak.
1 jam Pak
Oh,
Francis.
masih 1 jam.
Francis, ya.
Oke.
Kita baru mulai lagi jam 4:10 Pak.
Nanti
Oh,
link yang
Jakarta.
sama ya
Oke.
Pak.
Oke.
Banyak yang masuk lagi nih.
Ya.
Gak apa-apa di admit aja nih yang masuk.
Ya, saya admit aja, nanti kita info aja.
Ya.
Bapak Ibu kalau mau live nggak apa-apa, silakan nanti join lagi di link yang sama.
Jangan lupa absen tadi.
Ya, absen jangan lupa untuk Bapak Ibu mungkin yang membutuhkan sertifikat, silakan dicentang, nanti dari panitia akan mengirimkan via email. Terima kasih, selamat sore.
Terima kasih, selamat sore.
Terima kasih Bu Ika.
Terima kasih Bu Ami.
Stay aja ya, Ustaz deh.
Ya, join stay aja.
Kamu
Ika tetap join ya.
Kecilin aja.
Oke.
Thank you.
Ya.
Ya, enjoy your coffee break.
not a game, it's a rich thing. It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
Rumah adalah keluarga, tempat favorit kita. Ruang yang cerah dan bahagia, selalu penuh kehidupan, layak untuk diberi sentuhan dari Jotun Majestic. Di setiap dinding, di setiap ruangan, menjaga kebahagiaan itu tetap hidup. Nikmati koleksi warna baru kami yang cantik. Hasil akhir mewah yang tahan lama. Senyuman yang Anda lihat di wajah semua orang. Lagi pula, untuk kebahagiaan yang terbaik dapat dibuat sendiri. Jotun Majestic, mewarnai dunia Anda dengan cerah.